Yo, what is going on, guys? And today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to hop into the expanded format and mess around with this deck right here, Lost March. Now, Lost March is fairly similar to Mad Party. The Lost March attack says you do 20 damage for each of your Pokemon in the Lost Zone. So similar to Mad Party, it does 20 times for each Pokemon in your discard pile. This is similar to it in that way. This attack also costs a double colorless, which is very easy to fulfill with, of course, double colorless energy, DCE. Now, before, this deck actually had some trouble really getting all of its Pokemon into the Lost Zone to do some big numbers. Now, with the addition of Comfey, being able to look at the top two cards and put more specifically a Pokemon into the Lost Zone, and then we also have the new Chorus's Experiment to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and put 2 of them into the Lost Zone and 3 into our hand. It is now easier than ever to get all of these Pokemon into the Lost Zone. And with our high count of Pokemon, we typically hit Pokemon off both Chorus's Experiment and Comfey. Now, the one draw to playing this over Mad Party is the fact that this deck actually has a much higher damage output than Mad Party because we have more Pokemon we can throw into the Lost Zone and still continue to chain attacks with. So we already saw the Lost March attack on Natu. We also have Lost March for a double colorless on Cottonee, which is a solid fairy type attacker. Something to note is we have 3 different types of attackers in this deck, and having a variety of attackers is really, really solid because that way we're able to hit multiple things for weakness. Psychic is really solid, and so is Fairy. Fairy hits some of those very common Pokemon like ADP, Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia for super effective, which is fantastic. Now, looking at our other Pokemon lineup, we already looked at the Comfey, which I'm sure you have seen a lot of since Lost Origins release. We also have this Trumbeak. This Trumbeak is very cool because it is just a +1 into the Lost Zone, but it has an additional effect. You reveal it, and then you get to look at the top card of your opponent's deck. If it's a supporter card, you actually get to put that into the Lost Zone. So you kind of have some cheeky plays. Sometimes you hit a supporter, a boss, a research, and you just throw it into the Lost Zone so it's completely unrecoverable, and then Trumbeak also goes into the Lost Zone alongside that supporter. Trumbeak actually goes into the Lost Zone regardless of whether you hit a supporter or not. So it's just a net +1, it's a +20 damage, it is really solid. Then we have our last attacker, Jumpluff, for 1 energy. Again, that is something really fantastic about this deck, is all of these Pokemon attack for just 1 energy cost. It is great. And it has the Lost March attack as well. And another way we actually get cards into the Lost Zone Pokemon is this Skiploom with the Floral Path to the Sky ability. It says you can search your deck for a Jumpluff and put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the Lost Zone and put the Jumpluff in its place. So you take the Hoppip and Skiploom and you just chuck it into the Lost Zone, and then you've got +2 or +40 damage, and then you just get to replace it with your attacker, which is absolutely incredible. So we've got a lot of great Pokemon. Now, looking at the trainer cards, we have one of the Computer Search. It's an Ace Spec. Computer Search is probably the best Ace Spec card. It allows you to discard 2 cards from your hand to get any 1 card you want out of your deck. Any card. So it's very, very strong. Then we're playing the 3 level balls because everything in this deck is level ball searchable. Literally everything. So that is amazing. And then we have the Lost Blender. This is an older card from Lost Thunder that allows you to put 2 cards from your hand directly into the Lost Zone. You just straight draw a card. So this is another +2 into the Lost Zone. You typically want to throw away those pesky Pokemon so you can do that extra damage. And you also get to just draw a card. And then next to that, of course, we have the Lost Vacuum. We got all of the Lost House card, the appliance cards, the Lost Zone appliance cards. And with this Vacuum, of course, you get to put a card into the Lost Zone, a Pokemon, and then you get to get rid of a Stadium or a Tool card in play. So it's great. It's kind of like Field Blower. Now, I also play 3 Pokemon Communication in this deck. Pokecom is really good because we have so many Pokemon. We will always typically have 1 in our hand. Let's say we have a Natu in our hand. We can actually exchange that for something like maybe a Skiploom, which can then put +2 into the Lost Zone, and then we can directly evolve into the Jumpluff. So the Pokecom is really good because we have so many Pokemon, we can utilize it very easily. Then we've got the 4 scoop up nets, so we can constantly pivot between our Comfeys. And then 3 versus Seekers. This card allows you to put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. It's probably one of the best cards ever printed. It is absolutely fantastic, but it allows us to constantly recycle our Corvus's experiments, so we can use those a bunch, so we can get as many Pokemon in the Lost Zone as possible. Then we also have the 2 Lost Cities. This is another new card that's a big buff to this deck. So whenever a Pokemon is knocked out, it just goes to the Lost Zone. So with your Pokemon, instead of them being knocked out and going to the discard pile, they go to the Lost Zone. So when your Pokemon are knocked out, that's an extra 20 damage for your next attacker. So this card is really, really cool. I've been really actually liking it in the deck. It's really great for the late game. And then we've got the Chorus. We have 1 Guzma, just for the ability to boss his orders. Guzma's great as well because the whole Hoppip Jumpluff line all has free retreat. So it's a great pivot Pokemon to have. 1 Professor's Research, just in case we need to get a big burst draw if we're a little behind. Then 1 Raihan. Raihan's actually pretty solid in this deck because it allows us to put our grass energies continually onto our Jumpluffs if we potentially can't find our double colorless energy. And then to round out the list, we've got the 1 Floatstone, just for some extra pivoting between our Comfeys. And without further ado, I'm just super excited to get into some games with this. I've been playtesting a lot with this deck. It's actually been a lot of fun as a single prize deck in the expanded format. All right, our opponent is calling the coin flip. We win. All right, I'm going to choose to go first. This deck doesn't mind going first or second, but I prefer to go first because we can get our Hoppips down, get them evolved sooner rather than later, so we can get more Pokemon in the Lost Zone. But going second is not bad because we can potentially get a turn 1 attack off with the double colorless Natu combination or something of that nature. All right, that's not too shabby. I'm going to pitch the Comfey because we can potentially get another one back. We're going to go here. I'm going to Level Ball, and I think I'm going to thin a... Let's see, we can always grab a Trumbeak. We can always establish another Comfey. We have Chorus in hand, which is great. This is difficult. I think we might just get another Hoppip down. I think that's probably our best bet right now. Let's go triple Hoppip, man. Let's do it. All right, we have the triple Hoppip down, and we are going to pass. Not too shabby of a start. We're pretty set up right now. So let's see if we can pull this through. This looks like it's going to be some form of a Zacian deck. They use this Necrozma as essentially a free way to pivot. So Zacian's Brave Blade says it can't attack 2 turns in a row, but this allows it to put itself into the active position. Oh no, it looks like it's going to be a Buzzwole. All right. Throwback to, what is it, 20, this week to Psychic, right? No, it's week to Dark. Throwback to what, 2017, 2018? When was Buzzrock good? I loved that deck, by the way. Ooh, Scoop Up Net, Floater, and VS Seekers looks like it's what we're gonna have to go with here. Not super great, I gotta be honest. Well, we can always Scoop Up Net that, re-promote this, bench the Comfey again, and then retreat back into the Comfey and use Flower Selecting again. We find the energy. I don't like the Jumpluff going to the Lost Zone right now, that is. And we can use Lost Blender to, let's see, we might have to get rid of the Raihan and the Floater. I think that's what we're gonna have to do here. And we get a Research, not what I'm looking for either. Well, this thing is weak to Psychic, so I definitely think we are gonna have to bench that. He can't KOS. Jet Punch only does 30 to the bench, so I think we should be safe, at least for a turn. So we'll go here and just pass. But yeah, I loved playing a Buzzwole Lycanroc back in my day. So it's a few years old, that deck, but Sun and Moon was such an absolutely beast format. I also like the Rayquaza GX, was ridiculously fun. Yeah. Oh, here comes the Lele. So Lele is essentially Lumineon V. It was Lumineon V before Lumineon V. And he has a Guzma. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Looks like he's chasing down my Natu here with the Jet Punch. Slightly unfortunate, but... Oh, he attaches to the Lele. Alright. This isn't too terrible. Mainly because... Well, I am down in my floater. But no, that means our Comfey is alive, which means we can continue to draw cards that way. Oh, gosh. Another jump left, dude. Okay, we'll go here, here, here. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Man, we are not finding our Pokemon. We have 28 Pokemon in the deck, and we are just not finding them. So we are going to use his ability to throw him into the Lost Zone and replace him. We still have this. I do need a switching out this turn. Let's Level Ball and grab out another Natu. And use Flower Selection, Trumbeak. Alright, well, I mean, that is a thing. We will use Trumbeak, Mountain Pass. Look at the top card of his deck. It is a supporter. It's a Boss's Orders. Alright, that is a fantastic hit off Mountain's Pass. Gone to the Lost Zone. Not too shabby. I don't want to bench this right now on the off chance he has a VS Seeker to get his Guzma. So I'm just going to... Yeah, I think we might just attach here. I think that's fine. We'll attach and pass. Alright, we do have VS Seeker for another Chorus's Experiment the following turn, and we have this Natu, Ripron, and ready to go. He benches another Buzzwole. I know you can't tell because old rainbows look atrocious. Look at how gross this thing looks. You can't even tell what it is. Ugh. I'm not a fan of the old rainbows myself. So we'll go for the VS Seeker, put another Chorus into our hand, and let's pop off. Lots of Pokemon, right? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Lots of Pokemon. Sweet deal. So we still don't have a way to switch though, unfortunately. We might have to just attach our energy manually. We'll bench this now. I'm gonna come this back into the deck to grab the next Skiploom, and we're gonna get that bad boy evolved right now. Alright, we're gonna use the Floral Path to the Sky to evolve it, and put 2 more into the Lost Zone. So let's see. We also have a Flower Selection here. So let's hope we find a Scoop Up Net here, right? Not quite it. But we can use Trumbeak. I think we're going to have to go all in if we're going to get this KO this turn. Mountain Pass, we do it. We got it, right? No. That's okay. We did hit a supporter. We got pretty lucky. So we're up to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We actually have a KO here. That's ridiculous. All right, we are going in. We're going to put out our Stadium in case we get knocked out, and we are swinging for a whopping 260 damage. This deck really ramps up. I am telling you, hey, there's that Scoop Up Net we needed. So we are down our Raihan as well, right? I had to throw that away in the opening turns. I did. There he is. So I won't be able to chain this one quite yet. What energy is in there as well? Just one double colorless. Okay, we're not in too bad shape right now. Not too bad shape. Although I'm not going to lie, I am a little scared of these Buzzwoles with the Jet Punch ability because they're able to snipe to the bench. So with the Jet Punch, he's going to be taking a KO on my Comfey this turn, which is not ideal. The ability to take multiple prizes in one turn. Beast Ring is going off as well. So if I'm between 3 to 4 prizes, he gets to search his deck for energy and accelerate them to his Pokemon. Ah, dang, he has the Field Blower in his hand. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, he's using the Instruct Oran Guru to fill his hand to 3. Really, really good card. And he's probably going to go in for... Is he going in for a Jet Punch, or is he just going to Knuckle Impact? I assumed he'd go for a Jet Punch here. I mean, he's not going to KO my active, but he can KO my Comfey. Oh, there is the knockout. Oh my gosh, this guy is drawing the nuts on me. Wow. Unfortunate. So he does net himself 2 prize cards here, but we do have a return knockout in our hand with Natu and this double colorless energy. That would have been nice if he took both of those knockouts and had them both go to the Lost Zone. I would have really liked that. But we don't always get what we want, right, guys? All right. He will not... Oh, double Natu? Let's go. Okay, okay. You will not get away with this. Not today. Jokes. I'm going to save the Guzma in our hand, and we're going to go for another Colress. Let's see what we can find. Energy, Lost City, and Scoop Up Net. I guess we could go for the Level Ball. I'm going to grab the Level Ball and maybe get this Jumpluff into a Hoppip. Or Jumpluff into a... that was all backwards. The Hoppip into a Jumpluff. So we're going to get another 2 cards into the Lost Zone right here. These guys are really ramping up, man. Then our Stadium comes down and Lost March comes out. Weakness is going to really help us here, but we didn't even... That is 320 damage without the weakness. And we find our Grass Energy off the prizes so that we can utilize our Jumpluffs next turn if we need it, because 320 is more than enough to take on whatever our opponent throws at us. Very smart. He is swinging into me with the Baby Buzzwole. Really, really solid attacking with a single prize Pokemon. He just goes for the swing and the knockout, but that does not matter because we have a Guzma in our hand. So he could not stop us. Not today. We go, can we? Yeah, we've got no way to get extra cards in the Lost Zone for maximum damage. Alright, we're going to Guzma this bad boy out and swing with Lost March for a whopping 320 damage. Now that is what I like to see. Whew. As we saw in that last game, this deck can hit some ridiculously big numbers. Alright, our opponent is going first. That is A-okay. Our hand is, that's a lot of Pokemon right there. We are going to lead with this bad boy. And we do have Pokecom as well, so we can get a Comfey online. He's playing a Regibox. All right. Reggie is pretty solid in Standard and in Expanded. There is the Battle Compressor to put 3 energy into the bin instantaneously, making it super easy for the Reggies to power themselves up. This is going to be really scary because this Regieleki can do 40 to 2 of my Pokemon. I don't actually know if I can win this. I'm just going to scoop this one up. Meredith, keep it down. All right, on to our next game here. We do win the coin flip. We are going to go first again. Let's see what we have going on here. All right, our hand is... those are cards. We do have them in our hand. All right, we are playing Zoroark in Expanded. Very, very cool. We see he has the Guzma and Hala. The Guzma Hala allows him to get a Stadium Tool special energy, so it's perfect for this deck. We get an extra card here. Lost Blender's pretty alright. And we get a, alright, that's not too shabby. We'll start off with this, pitch 2 into the Lost Zone, and we get a net. Alright, could be worse, could be worse. Just like that, we are going to pass. So we've got our Hoppip down. If we can find a Skiploom this next turn, we have an attack, which is pretty solid. Although I don't know if we're going to be able to KO, but we have an attack, so that's a thing. He goes for the Void Return. Looks like he's going to run to the Bidoof. Oh, he chooses not to run, actually. Ooh, we get a Comfey off the top. Let's Colress Experiment first. There's 2 Pokemon. All right, we're going to definitely... we're going to get rid of the Pokemon. That is what I like to see. We will grab this. I can Level Ball and grab the Skiploom now and use that super fantastic ability. Before, this was the main way you would get your Pokemon into the Lost Zone, and now we have so many other fantastic cards like these Comfeys and Colress to really help this deck shine. We're going to net, promote the Comfey, and use the flower selecting ability. We do find a Trumbeak. Maybe we can hit a supporter off the top. We got lucky in the last game. Oh, we don't get it this game. That is A-okay, though. We can calm this bad boy back into the deck. Let's see. Because I'm trying to think, what's the best attacker in this matchup? I kind of want to get another Comfey, knowing that this one in the active is most likely going down this turn. I think we're going to grab another, just get another Comfey here and bench that. And then we're just going to, I guess we could attach our energy, but I'm concerned that he might go for a gusting play this next turn, leaving our jump bluff. Our jump bluff might be in trouble if he goes for the Guzma, but should be fine. We have other basic Pokemon that can attack. So he battle compressors. I wonder what he's throwing away. Maybe the Gengars. Who would have thought? Am I right? But battle compressor is super fantastic in this deck. You don't have to find the Gengars. You just have to battle compressor them away. I've been playing a little bit of this deck myself, but the deck is really strong here in Expanded. You have so many tools like double colorless and triple acceleration energy, which don't reduce your damage output. So you're always swinging for that big 300 number. And in Expanded, you also have Muscle Band, which is just an extra 20 damage on everything, no condition. So, but he is deciding, he's opting to play the Choice Belt in his deck. But Muscle Band allows you to hit that 320. He actually doesn't really need damage pumps here. He's kind of set for success already with 2 Pokemon, a B-Barrel, and all of these Gengars online. Alright, so Comfey goes down, but we do have a VS Seeker. That Mighty versus Seeker to get us another Colress. Alright, let's see what we can get off this. We need to hit a lot off this, honestly. That's not too shabby. That's pretty good. Not twos are going into the Lost Zone. We can probably... Yeah, we find the Scoop Up Net, which is amazing. And, ooh, I don't like getting rid of the energy here, especially since we might have to swing multiple times. We'll bench this. I'm going to attach my energy. We will just scoop it up. Promote this bad boy. Rebench the Comfey because we are definitely going to need him. And swing with Lost March for 200 damage. This deck is no slouch. We're hitting pretty hard. Of course, we are going to 2-hit KO this guy. But what's cool about the deck is it allows you to trade extremely favorably with a lot of other multi-prize decks because I only play single prize Pokemon in this list. He also plays a Skyla, which is really cool. The Skyla finds him any trainer card he needs, so that can help him find stuff like his battle compressors. Woo! 300 damage. My man is going in. I'm actually just going to promote the Jump Bluff, knowing that I can swing this turn and take a knockout. Cottonee can also come down here. I think that is fine. We're going to go for another Colress here. We're trying to just build up as many Pokemon as possible into our Lost Zone. Trumbeak is great. Ooh, Raihan. I would definitely like the Raihan. I can't get rid of my energy. But I can't really chain Raihan unless I set up... Yeah, Raihan's just okay here, honestly. But I feel like I might need to use it here. Let's grab our... maybe. We'll grab the Raihan anyway, because it's definitely our best card, because that puts the 2 Pokemon into the Lost Zone. We'll attach our energy and go for a big ol' Lost March for a knockout for 240 damage. Woo woo. Let's go. And we find a net? That is incredible. And computer search, oof. Okay, prizes, I see you. I see you. He benches another Zoroark. So he's also playing double turbo. I don't think, maybe he doesn't know about the triple acceleration energy. So triple acceleration counts as 3 colorless energy. So you use it for the double colorless attack cost, but it only applies to evolution Pokemon, and it goes away at the end of the turn. So it's much better than double color or double turbo because you don't get the downside of 20 less damage for sure. All right, Ticking Curse is going in. We can comfortably promote Comfey here. Comfortably promote Comfey. All right, those are words. Oh, another energy. Dang, dude. All right, well, we're going to have to grab the Cottonee here because it looks like it's going to be Cottonee the rest of the way. Going to go here. I think I might want to... do I want to Raihan? because we've got 3, so we swung for 240, so we're swinging for 260. We need one more Pokemon in the Lost Zone actually to take a knockout this turn, right? It looks like it. So I am going to actually Raihan to this Comfey, and we're going to search our deck for any one card. I'm actually just going to grab a Pokemon, one that I can pitch directly into the Lost Zone. Alright, so we have the Mountain Pass. I can also use Lost Vacuum as well, but I feel like I like the effect of Trumbeak more here to potentially discard a supporter off the top, although he hasn't used Phantom Star. So I'm just going to use the Vacuum and get rid of that Stadium. My Pokemon do not have a lot of hit points. So we are just going to scoop up the Comfey, promote, rebench this Comfey, and then go in with Lost March for a big one-hit KO. Let's go, Cottony! You think No, Zoroark is not the Pokemon to fear. It's this little fluff ball. Look at that face. That is the face of danger. Fear him. Fear Cottony. And then we have another energy online and ready to go. We are one-hit KOing this Zoroark, and there is nothing he can do to stop us here. Like I said, yep, he scoops. So thanks to the addition of some new cards from Lost Origin, like the Comfeys as well as the Chorus's Experiment, this deck has gotten a huge buff. Before, it kind of struggled to get those Pokemon into the Lost Zone, but now we have so many really strong tools to get those Pokemon into the Lost Zone quick to really ramp up this deck's damage to high numbers for little 40 HP and 70 HP Pokemon, man. Look at these little dudes. They put in mad work today. I highly encourage you guys to hop onto the expanded ladder and try this deck out. It's pretty budget. They're all single price Pokemon, pretty easy to obtain. I know some of them are from the older sets, like from Lost Thunder, but it is still super duper fun to play nonetheless. But if you guys like the video, drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon TCG content, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.